Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be playing some Magic Arena. We are also going to be doing a Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica draft. So this is what we're going to be doing with our day today. Just a reminder, this is MTG Arena, not Magic Online. So we are going to be playing best of one matches here for our draft. So there will be no sideboarding. We're going to hop right on into it here. So our pack one, pick one. What do we have? We have Amara. Amara is kind of sweet. There's a Lava Coil. Lava Coil is very good. Personally, I really hedge towards the Boros decks. It's the deck I've had the most success with, so I'm probably going to take the Lava Coil here. I would not fault you. There's a couple of good picks here. There's Amara, there's Whispering Snitch, there's Lava Coil, and I guess Dead Weight, Capture Sphere. There's a couple good removal spells in this pack, but I'm going to take the Lava Coil. What are we getting past? We're getting past the League Guild Mage. League Guild Mage is very good. Capture Sphere is also very good. So we're probably going to take one of those two. We'll take the Guild Mage. So we started on Lava Coil, so we'll take the Guild Mage. That gives us 2 red cards to start with. 2 nice red cards. So we could definitely be in like a blue-red spells deck. So if that's the case, Dazzling Lights is good. Maximize Altitude is fine. So we'll probably take the Dazzling Lights here. After that, if we're staying in blue-red, there's Radical Idea. If we want to hedge and go into white, there's Demotion. I think we'll take the idea. Alright, next pick. There really isn't a whole lot as far as the blue-red deck. Like, Fire Urchin's okay, but it's nothing special. You could take, is it Gilgate? Part of me kind of wants to take Skyline Scout, because we've seen a couple of white cards go by. White could be something that's really open. We've seen a few cards in a row here that went by. I'm going to hedge a little bit. I'm going to take a Skyline Scout. We'll see if the white keeps coming. If not, we're only missing out on it as a Gilgate. But we do get another good blue card here. We get Passwall Adept, so we'll take that one. There's nothing really here in this pack for either deck. I mean, the Lockets are okay. They're nothing special. Gravitic Punch is okay. Or we could take a Sworn Companions if we want to stay with the white hedge. I'll take the Locket. Cosmotronic Wave and Leapfrog. I do really like Cosmotronic Wave. Leapfrog is also good in these blue-red decks. So I would not fault you for taking either card. We'll take the Frog. The Frog can put a lot of pressure on. Flyers in this format are really good. There's a lot of creatures that are like 1/3s, 1/4s that block up the ground, so the Flyers can actually be super relevant. Let's take another Dazzling Light. We're probably not playing any of these cards. I mean, we'll take a Locket just in case we want to splash a white card for some reason. Maximize Altitude can be really good in some decks. And these are probably all just throwaways. We got a Fire Urchin. I mean, we could play the Fire Urchin, but the card's only okay. Alright. Well, we got 2 good picks here. There's Chemister's Insight. Chemister's Insight is great, but there's also a Watery Grave. I do need a Watery Grave for my collection, so I'm probably going to take that. Shacklands don't come up very often in these drafts, so when they do come up, and if you need one for your collection, it's worth taking. So I think that's what I'm actually going to do here. I usually don't like rare drafting, but in this program I do it sometimes, so I will take the Watery Grave. Oh wow, we get past a Dream Eater. That's really good. Alright, so we're definitely taking Dream Eater here. That card is great. Whisper Agent is very good. We might be taking the Whisper Agent. I mean, outside of that, it's like Command the Storm. So we'll take the Agent. And a Murmuring Mystic. Alright guys, we are doing it. We are getting past a ton of blue this pack. We are super, super wide open. So there is a Hypothesis, there is Radical Idea, or a Leapfrog. The most powerful card is by far the Hypothesis. Radical Idea is great with the Leapfrogs and the Murmuring Mystic. I think this is pretty close. Hypothesis or the Radical Idea. I think I'm going to take this guy. We're firmly blue-red at this point. Now we get a Sonic Assault. Okay. We're probably not playing another Locket, so I think I'm going to take the Ornery Goblin. It gives us an early play if we need it. Passwell Adept. This is another... Like I said, I really like this card. I will take multiples for my deck. Let's see here. So we have... We're not going to be a Sure Strike deck. This either be Disdainful Stroke or Cosmotronic Wave. This deck definitely turned into a little bit of a bigger deck, so we're not going to be... It doesn't look like we're going to be like a hyper aggro deck, so I'm probably not going to take the Wave. I think I'll take the Disdainful Stroke. We might play one. Well, now I wish I would have taken the other one, because now we have another Stroke. It's not very often that I want to play more than one Stroke, so I'll probably take the Boar here. We'll take a... we might take another Fire Urchin. It's probably more likely that we play Fire Urchin over Gravitic Punch. I like Leapfrog. We'll take another Frog. So we now have 2 Frogs. So I might take another Altitude. I don't know if we really want a 3rd Frog, so I'll take another Altitude. Oh wow, we are hitting home runs here today. So we're taking a Ral. So we have opened very well here. So let's see. We got past the Dream Eater. We got past the Murmuring Mystic. So we're definitely taking a Ral. This deck is really nice. Really nice so far. We get another Lava Coil here. Lava Coil is great. We're passing a Radical Idea and a Hypothesis, but Lava Coil is just better than both of those cards. So we get a Capture Sphere. Capture Sphere is by far the best card here for us. Alright, so this pack, what does this thing do? Alright, that one we don't care about. That's just extra Surveil. There's another Adept. There's a Muse Drake. I'm going to take the Muse Drake. So, this pack, there's a Selective Snare. But I think we have enough removal. I don't think we need the Selective Snare. We already have 2 Altitudes, so I'm going to take a Maximized Velocity here. I'll take a Devious Cover-Up. I don't know if we're going to play it, but I'll take one. I'll take another Muse Drake. We currently have 2 Dazzling Lights, so I'll take a Muse Drake. And this is probably a bunch of nonsense. I think we're done. We're not playing any of these cards. We're not going to play a Recruit. I'll take the Barging Sergeant. I don't think it's going to make the deck, but it's a possibility. Alright, so these are just throwaway picks. We'll take our last couple cards here. Alright, so this deck looks like this deck should be really good. Cut the Take card, cut the Prey Upon, take out all of our off-colored stuff. Buttery Grave. Alright, so this is all blue-red stuff here. We've got 7 more cards that we have to cut and take. So we'll go down here. Let's see what cards are underwhelming. So we'll put Stroke in the sideboard for now. We'll put Locket in the sideboard. Cover up. Barging Sergeant. So we're just taking out the cards that are a little lackluster at this point. So we have 2 Dazzling Light, 2 Maximize, Altitude, 1 Velocity. So we have a nice little core of spells here for our Leapfrogs. Adepts are good. Radical Idea is good. We have 2 Fire Urchins. So we have a pretty good we have 2 Adepts and 2 Fire Urchins to play early in the game, plus the League Guild Mage. We might cut this Ornery Goblin. I don't think we need that. We do have 4 guys that are 1/3s, plus we have the Guild Mage, so the Goblin can probably go. The rest of these cards here look pretty good. So we have 2 Leapfrogs, the Whisper Agent, Sonic Assault, Capture Sphere, Mystic, 2 Muse Drakes, the Boar. We might cut the Boar. We have Hypothesis, Ral, and a Dream Eater. So this is 41. So this is 41 with playing no counter magic. We would need to cut 1 more card. How many spells do we currently have? So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We currently have 10 spells. So I don't think I really want to cut a spell at this point. Dream Eater, Ral, Hypothesis. We're not cutting any of those. I think we want both of our Muse Drakes, the Mystic, the Sphere, the Sonic Assault. I mean, I really like Whisper Agent. Whisper Agent is very good. I don't really want to cut that one. We might cut like a Fire Urchin. Fire Urchin might be the worst card that we have left. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I want to cut any of these spells here. I mean, I guess our other option would be is if we want to keep the Fire Urchin, we would probably cut a Velocity or an Altitude. But it feels kind of bad cutting one of these cards, especially when you have cards that really care about the spells in the deck. Like, you've got Leapfrog and Murmuring Mystic. So I think I'd rather cut one of the Fire Urchins. Alright, let's double check our mana here. Let's see how our mana looks. They have us at 11-6, which we're not playing that. This is probably going to be a 9-7. We have red 2-drops, we have blue 2-drops. 9-8. Yeah, we're going to go down to 9-8. All of our spells are only 1 red, but there's some very important ones. Like we have 2 Lava Coils, we have a Guild Mage, we have 2 high-end guys. So we're going to play 9-8. We could definitely go to 10-7. 10 islands and 7 mountains. But I want to make sure I have Lava Coil available on turn 2 just so we don't get run over in case we run into like a hyper-aggressive Boros deck. So I think this looks pretty good. I think this deck is very, very good. Let's see how it goes. Alright, this hand is a little awkward, but we'll keep it. I mean, the maximized altitudes don't do anything in our current hand. But we definitely have some power here. We have Mystic and the Muse Drake. So we would really like to draw a Lava Coil here very soon. This card is excellent. opponent looks like they have a good Boros deck. So one good note about playing against Boros is this guy's a 1/5, so they're not gonna have a whole lot of removal that deals 5 damage. So we're just gonna slam this Mystic. If we get to untap with this Mystic, we just get to go to town. Double League Guild Mage, huh? Alright, so we'll play Muse Drake, we'll draw a card. Alright, so now we can Dazzling Light. We'll have 2 flyers, so if they attack with a Legionnaire... Swiftcutter Giant, huh? Alright. So this is getting to the point where we definitely need to draw some of our removal. Let's get our token, let's surveil, see what we got going on. Ral is... these cards are both really good. Actually, I'm going to take them like this. I'll take the Capture Sphere. Alright, so we're going to have to Capture Sphere this Giant. I'm going to start playing some of these altitudes. We'll give our Mystic Flying. We're only going to get in for 1, but... or I'm sorry, 2. We're only going to get in for 2, but we still have plenty of blockers here. They're not going to be able to attack. And we know we're drawing Ral, so we could play Ral, snag one of these guys. I think that's going to be the plan here. I think we're just going to play Ral and kill one of these Guild Mages.
I've worked my whole life for this.
And we'll pass the turn. We want to keep back our blockers. We want to try to save this guy. If we need to use Ral to kill both of these Guild Mages, I'm fine with that. Because this card's going to be a problem late game. Alright, well they had a Cosmotronic Wave, which is great for them. It's obviously great for them. They get to wipe our flyers away. And now they get to kill Ral. This is one of the reasons why I like playing the Boros decks, because this card is so good in it.
You're good. No.
Alright, so we're going to have to come up with another plan here now. We have to be careful so this Guild Mage doesn't kill us. we're just gonna pass this turn. Let's see what they do. Next turn we can untap and hopefully start attacking here. We really need to draw a Lava Coil so we have a chance here. This card is just gonna, especially if they stop playing spells, we're just dead in 3 turns with activations here. Alright, so I'm gonna Dazzling Lights. They might use this to tap one of our creatures. Because otherwise we get to do some trading now. Okay, so he's going to tap our Muse Drake. So this is our land to play the Dream Eater. I think I'm going to bin the Muse Drake, though. Alright, so I'm going to block here. And I'm going to block here. Alright, so we're just gonna play Dream Eater here main phase. We get to bounce the Guild Mage. Alright, we don't need any more lands, that can go. We don't need the Adept, that can go. I think I'm gonna dump the Leapfrog. So this Radical Idea is gonna let us make 2 flyers with the Mystic. Yeah, so we can bounce this guy back. Yeah, we're gonna attack with these 3. We gotta start getting some damage in here. So he's gonna trade here, presumably. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so they're gonna replay Guild Mage. Okay, they're gonna play a Captain. Alright, let's draw a card to start. Discard the island. Man, we really can't. Like I said, all I want is a Lava Coil. This Guild Mage is going to be an issue. We're at 8, so now they can get rid of some of our blockers. So whenever this guy's dealt damage, deals that much damage to a player. So if we chump block it, we got to be careful. We're probably going to attack here with the 2 flyers. Dream Eater, Leapfrog. If they want to block Legionnaire on Leapfrog, that's fine with us. Next turn, this is going to be a 3-3, so we're not going to be able to block the Legionnaire profitably. So we're going to attack with Muse Drake. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so this puts our opponent currently on 2 turns. Alright, that block is fine for us. We don't mind that. So we're going to have to plan on chumping this guy. We'll take our 1. our opponent playing this is actually good for us. I was a little worried about our opponent just activating Guildmage 2 times and attacking with this twice, because that would have actually just killed us. So I think that was a mistake on our opponent. I think they should have just went in on the Guildmage plan. Now we get to play Hypothesis, we get to kill their guy, and we have chump blockers for the other two. So I think that was actually a big mistake out of our opponent. Okay, so they're going to tap Dream Eater. Discard a non-land card. We will discard... I don't think it really matters. We'll discard Altitude. Target creature, we will kill the Guildmage. I'm going to play the Altitude to get another token. So this is going to give us 3 blockers, so we can survive 1 removal spell. The one thing that'll really get us is if they have a Cosmotronic Wave or something that removes 2 blockers. So we potentially have lethal next turn in the air. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can pump both of our guys. So we do potentially have lethal here. We do need to block both of these. We'll take our 1. Dragon. So they have a Hellkite Whelp. Alright, so we'll play a Velocity. We're going to pump our Dream Eater so they can't trade with it. We could play an Altitude on the Mystic. So Mystic has flying, discard a land. So 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to play the Velocity too. It forces a chump block out of them. Yeah, so this forces a chump block out of them, and we have a pile of blockers here. So we'll lose to a Cosmotronic Wave, but I think that's the only card we're losing to. Yeah, we survive a Pack Beast. Yep, so they're sacrificing, so they should be dead here. Alright, we got it. That was a sweet game. Alright, so we get to start with a nice little win there, round 1. Let's go to round 2. This hand is a keep, I guess. We're on the play, we get to play the Radical Idea. If we hit a land drop, we can use Drake, and we have a Lava Coil for playing against an aggressive deck. We need to draw a red source, but this is a keep. Alright, so we just get the pass, we can Radical Idea. Playing against another Boros deck. Alright, so we found our mountain. I think I'm just going to shoot off this Lava Coil. It's a little bit of a lackluster target, but we're going to be playing Muse Drakes the next 2 turns. Yeah, exactly. Had we not played the Lava Coil there, they could start attacking with their first strike guy. Now they can't even attack. We get to draw Murmuring Mystic. Like we seen last game how great this card is against Boros. Yeah, see, like our 1 power, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5 creatures are all going to be great against them. This card is insane. If you know what he's played with this Murmuring Mystic, this card is absolutely nuts in the format. This is the rare uncommon. This is better than a lot of the rares in the set. And we get to hold up Dazzling Light here in case they have a trick. I guess that's pretty good. So they get to get in for a hit here. I'm going to cycle this Dazzling Light. We're going to look for some a land drop. We have a lot of expensive spells in our hand, so we have 4. Alright, so we have 5 mana. This lets us draw the Hypothesizzle, and then we can go into the Dream Eater and still hopefully we find a land. We didn't find a land, but we found a pretty good close second. Those are 2 very good cards on the top of our deck. Alright, so we just get to play Fizzle. Still no land, unfortunately, so discard a non-land. These cards are all great. Dazzling Lights, Capture Sphere, Muse Drake. I don't want to discard any of these. I'm going to discard the Sonic Assault, though, just because it has Jumpstart. We get our value. We're going to kill this Pack Beast. Nah, I'm not even going to attack. There's no reason for us to attack here yet. Yeah, they got it. Alright, so we drew our land. We're going to Dream Eater here. We're going to Dream Eater, bounce the Boros Challenger. And then we can start attacking with it next turn. So we get our win condition online. They already played their wave and a Pack Beast. So odds are there probably aren't too many more of those effects in their deck. Alright. The ability resolves before you go to her attacks, we're going to cast our Dream Eater. So now they spent their mana. No lands, please. These can all go to the graveyard. Bounce the Challenger. Now they are no longer going to be attacking. Alright, Ral is pretty nice. First things first, let's attack with our Dream Eater. I think I'm just going to kill this Boros Challenger. It lets us get our Planeswalker into play. They're not going to be able to attack it and kill it. We have a Dazzling Light still for more protection.
Let's see what you got.
Our opponent's going to be in some serious trouble here. I guess like a Pack Beast is pretty good. If our opponent has another Pack Beast, they can attack. They can tap our 2 blockers, and both can go after Ral. Even if we Dazzling Light, they're still gonna kill it. So Pack Beast is probably one of their better draws. Oh, they concede. Okay. Alright, we're off to a nice little 2-0 here. With our super sweet blue-red deck. We were playing against Master Warcraft, huh? Alright, this hand is fine. This hand's definitely not as good as what last game was, but we'll keep it. We have to go Leapfrog into Velocity into Capture Sphere, so like this hand's not bad. Alright, so our opponent is a Fire Urchin. But they're playing red-white. Fire Urchin's way better in the blue-red decks than it is in red-white, so... I will happily take my 1. Alright, so we'll play a Leapfrog. I think I'm going to take the trade here. We're falling behind on the board, so I think I'm going to take the trade. We can either play Leapfrog, or we could play Capture Sphere on the Legionnaire. I'm kind of leaning towards the Capture Sphere. We still have Hypothesis as a secondary removal spell. Most of the stuff that comes out of the Boros deck, Hypothesis is a will kill for 4. Hammer Dropper. Alright, so we drew our land, so we're in good shape here then. We're just going to main phase this. Discard a non-land card. We will discard... I guess a Velocity. Nah, we'll discard the Altitude. It's more likely that that we'll use a Velocity for a haste card. Now next turn we get the Dream Eater. Hopefully we get them to attack with both of their creatures. We can ambush, hopefully ambush this guy, block one of their flyers. So if they attack with everyone, I'll feel pretty good about this. Alright, that's exactly what happens. So we're going to Dream Eater. All of these lands go to the graveyard. Adept will go to the graveyard. I'm going to take the Sonic Assault. So we'll bounce a flyer. Block the other flyer. Take our 1. Alright, so now we get to play our Leapfrog pretty safely. And we also get to play our League Guildmage. I'm actually going to hold on to this land right now. We might want to use this land for a jumpstart spell, so at this point we don't need the extra mana. If we draw a second land, we'll play one of them. Yeah, I'll take my 2. Alright. Muse Drake is good. So let's play the Muse Drake. Draw a card. I'm going to play the Velocity here on the Frog. So we get to get in for a big attack. Alright, so we get to cut our opponent's life total in half. And we have 2 blockers back. Luminous Bonds is good. Alright. Now they choose not to attack. Alright, so they want to block our Leapfrog. So if we Sonic Assault, we can tap the Legionnaire. They're going to go to 6. Then we can attack for 3, 4, 5, 6 if we play our Altitude and Maximum Velocity. I think that's probably fine. They haven't done anything with this 1 red mana, so I think that's pretty safe. Alright, so we'll play Sonic Assault. Tap your flyer. Play the Altitude. Give our Guildmage flying. 3, 6, 7. And yeah, we'll attack for 7. And that'll be the game. Alright. We are currently sitting here at 3-0. Let's see how this next round is going to treat us. I mean, our deck is definitely pulling its weight so far. Dream Eater has been great. Ral has been great. This hand is good. We will keep this hand. So we get 2 plays here. We get either the Urchin or the Adept. I guess let's see what color our opponent's playing. Blue. So if they're playing blue, we're going to lead on the Fire Urchin. This way, next turn if we play a spell, we get in for some extra damage. The Adept is only attacking for 1, so there's a little bit of higher upside leading with the Urchin. But I mean, I'm just going to play it. We're going to play our Adept. We're going to play the Hypothesis, or I'm sorry, we're gonna go Adept into the Mystic next turn, so we'll get our damage in while we can here. We can always jumpstart our altitude after we play the Mystic if we need it. So we're playing a blue-red mirror. Piston Cyclops, alright. So they do stop us from attacking this turn. But I'll take that trade. I'll miss 2 points of damage to get a Mystic into play. If they attack, we are definitely not blocking. This card is worth way more than trying to prevent a couple damage. So ideally, I think we want to hit a land here so we can Hypothesis. And we do. So I think we're just going to slam this. I think we're going to discard the altitude. Kill the Cyclops. And attack with the crew. Well, that's really good. I guess that would have been a reason not to attack with that guy. I kind of forgot that that was even a card that they could switch power and toughness. So, I mean, we kind of ran into a trick there, but that was pretty greedy on my part. We shouldn't have attacked with the Murmuring Mystic. This game, if they're following up with Watcher in the Mist, we're going to use a Sonic Assault to tap his guy and get in for some extra damage on our upcoming turn here, unless we draw something better. I mean, if we draw like a Ral, that might change our plan, but yeah, we're just gonna tap your guy. Attack for 2, 3, 4. Just debating if it's worth playing one of the maximized altitudes here. I don't think so. Our opponent's pretty far behind now. They're behind. They know we have the Sonic Assault to tap their guys, and we have the Adept in play to make one of our guys unblockable. So we're definitely fighting from multiple angles here. So they leave up 4 mana. This could be something like a Capture Sphere. Could be a Devious cover-up. This could definitely be a couple things. We'll go with the Lava Coil here. We'll try to get rid of this. Okay. So if that's the case, we're just going to attack. We're not going to overextend here. Yeah, so here comes a Capture Sphere. Sure. Take your 2. So here we should be able to something like end of turn Sonic Assault if they play a creature. Alright, so they're going to kill our Adept. Alright, well, they successfully slowed us down. Alright, so let's just attack for our 1. So they answered our threats. We really need to find a creature here to try and close this game out. I mean, there is a possibility that we can still do it here. I mean, obviously it's going to depend on what these last couple cards are in their hand. I kind of want to take this window just to Sonic Assault. If we Sonic Assault, we tap their guy, it takes him to 3. We could, in theory, untap and kill him with our 2 maximized velocities. So I think I'm just going to play the Sonic Assault. We could go... I think we're just going to go for it. I mean, if they have a bounce... Okay, I was going to say, I was just going to go for it there. If they have a bounce spell, they would have bounced our creature already. So I was pretty sure they didn't have it there unless they drew it that turn. Alright. Alright, here we go, guys. We are currently 4-0. Our opponent almost got back into it that last game. They were close. We drew a couple blanks in a row. They had a window where they almost got back into it. Alright, this is another very good hand. We will keep. I feel like every hand with this deck so far has been really good. I mean, they've been good hands, but our deck is also very good, so... So we're playing against green-white. Green-white, probably dirtily creatures. Alright, so we're just going to put ourselves in for 1 damage here. We don't have anything else better to do with our mana. Next turn, we get to play Muse Drake. Okay, I'll take my 2. They have no follow-up, which is great for us. Let's draw our card. And attack for 1. Alright, so our opponent put the counters on the Knight of Autumn. Alright, so this ability only gives them +1/+1 till the end of the turn. It's not a counter. Alright, so this is no blocks. We'll take our 3. So I think we're just going to play Ral here. Play Ral, shoot the Knight of Autumn.
Today's forecast is cloudy with a high chance of me winning.
I'm sorry, we can't do that. We haven't played any spells this game, so... Alright, so we're gonna look at the top 2 cards, see what we got.
The search for the unknown.
Dazzling
That's real
Light.
science.
We'll take the Dazzling Light. And pass a turn. Okay, so we get our Planeswalker into play. We're gonna block both of these creatures. And then we can untap and try to take control of the game with this Capture Sphere and Dazzling Light. Prey Upon is good. Okay, so they're going to send both at Ral. Alright, so we'll block the Knight of Autumn. Ral can take 2.
Come on.
They have no follow-up. Alright, so let's play our land. So we're definitely playing Capture Sphere here. It's going to be Capture Sphere on Knight of Autumn, and then maybe Lee Guildmage. I mean, this is definitely happening. Maybe it'll just be Dazzling Light, Capture Sphere. That seems good. So we'll look to take a card with Ral.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Put a card in your hand. We'll take the island. Alright, then we'll Capture Sphere. And yeah, so we're going to Capture Sphere or Dazzling Light here. So we'll stabilize the board. We're going to have Ral on the board. I will take this Lava Coil. Kind of want both of these, actually. Yeah, I'm actually going to take both of them.
I remember. Pain hurts. Decision time.
I'll play Dazzling Light. Get the Muse Drake. Remember, we're probably gonna Lava Coil here and have the Dazzling Light up still too. We're just gonna bury our opponent in card advantage here. We could also play the Lee Guildmage. Actually, that's better than playing Lava Coil, so we'll play the Guildmage. So we have 2 blockers in case something goes bad, and we have a Dazzling Light. Crawl Forger, sure. That's a good Lava Coil target. Land can go to the yard. We'll take the Hypothesis.
Signs indicate that that hurt.
Alright, so let's play this. We're gonna kill the Crawl Forger. Well, that's kind of annoying. Now we gotta blow a second removal spell if we want to kill it. Yeah, we're just gonna clear the board here. Now we get to start going to town. So the board's empty. We have 2 creatures in play. We have Ral going. Take another card with Ral.
Let's see what the wind blows in.
So we have 9 mana, so we can draw with Guild Mage and play Whisper Agent. Let's Surveil first. Sonic Assault. I'm gonna bin the Sonic Assault. So we're kind of just looking for our Doom Whisperer or one of our finishers here at this point. Assuming Ral survives, we're just going to kill this worm next turn. I'm going to play our Sonic Assault. Tap this thing, discard one of these extra lands. So they get to play a couple creatures. Alright, let's start by drawing a card. We do have to start closing out this game here. We only have 9 cards left in our deck. Alright, so there's our Dream Eater. So what does this thing do? Gives somebody trample, makes it 2/2. Alright, so we're going to use Ral to kill this worm, just so we don't have to deal with it.
Recharge energy equals.
We'll attack with our flyer. And now we have Dream Eater up. So Dream Eater is 4 power, so that'll give us 5 power on the board here. 5 power and flying. Alright, so they're sending both at Ral. I think I'm just going to let Ral die here. He's done a lot of work. Like I said, we only have 8 cards left in our library. We have Dream Eater that's going to be going. We can flashback this Radical idea here. We have Guild Mage if we want to draw cards. So I think I'm just going to let the Ral die. Ral's done some serious work for us. We drew a lot of cards and we killed multiple creatures with it. This guy comes in, when he dies, you make a token. Okay, so that's a good target to bounce back to their hand. Now we get the Kraken for a big attack here. Alright, so we're going to put the land in the graveyard. I think I'm actually going to take the Leapfrogs. I don't want to put all the cards in the graveyard. We'll take the Leapfrogs. We can always flash back here, give ourselves a pile of flyers. So we should be able to close this game out here pretty quick. Attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 power right here. Let's play Leapfrog. We'll give it haste with a velocity. And that'll do it. So our deck is definitely built where it's capable of really turning the corner when we need it to. Alright everyone, so we are currently sitting here at a nice little 5-0 with our blue-red deck. We've got 2 more rounds here to go, hopefully. Alright. Well, this is going to be our first mulligan that we've had to see. Hand is full of blue cards, no islands, so pretty clear, not keep. So we're on the draw. I mean, this hand's good if we can scry into some lands, but if we miss on our lands, like, we're just not doing anything. I will keep. I don't want a mountain. I'm actually going to take the greedy line here. We're going to bottom the mountain and hope we hit some islands. Well, we tried to get rid of that one, but we still drew another one. I mean, it's better than not drawing a land. It's better than drawing some other spell. Alright, but there's our island, so we should be in reasonable shape. We get to play our Adept. This gives us a blocker for the Mesmerist. Legion Warboss is a very good one out of them. Alright, so we get to play Guild Mage. It gives us a couple blockers. I would prefer to draw a removal spell for this Warboss, because this guy can get out of hand sometimes. Or even an island for the Whisper Agent would be really good. So it looks like we're playing against a pretty aggressive blue-red deck here. Yeah, so they're going to use an aggressive Sonic Assault. We could actually get run over pretty quick here. This is the kind of game that we definitely have the potential to lose. Our hand was a little bit on the slow, clunky side. Alright, so we're going to get the Whisper Agent. We definitely need a little bit of help here. We need our opponent to stumble a little bit or stop playing threats. We need to stabilize this board. Alright, so they're going to their attacks. thinking about using the Sonic Assault now. If they use the Sonic Assault, we'll get to play our Whisper Agent. Yeah, that's good. You got it. So let's see how they attack. Alright, so they're just going to send in the team. Their abilities are going to happen. We get the Whisper Agent. We can surveil. I'm going to take the island. We would like to try to get the Dream Eater here. So we're going to block one of the 2 power guys. We're going to trade with the War Boss. This has us taking 5. Okay, so now we can Sonic Assault and Dazzling Light. This Mesmerist was actually really good this game. This Mesmerist has been shutting off our blockers, otherwise we would have been able to block these goblins. They have another Sonic Assault. Wow. Alright, so they're just all in on trying to force damage here. I'm going to take the trade with the Goblin. We'll play a Dazzling Light. So we're going to have to go to 1 here. Alright. We're going to bend the Thizzle. There's definitely a lot of cards that kill us, but we're just so far behind here at this point that we have to... We're going to have to hope that they stumble here somewhere along the way. So I think we're just going to Dream Eater, bounce one of the tokens. We're going to main phase it so we don't get countered. We're going to take Lava Coil and Ral. If we survive, they're going to be good. So we might have survived the onslaught here, unless they have like a burn spell. Or another haste creature. Oh no, we're just dead at the Sonic Assault. What am I talking about? Okay. I put way too much thought effort into that and just completely forgot about the other Sonic Assault. Okay. Alright, so we're 5-1. That was a loss. Like I said, we were on the draw against a really good... We were on the draw that game, and our opponent had a really aggressive hand, so that was tough. We didn't have any Lava Coils. If we had our Lava Coils that game, we would have had a chance. But they had the aggressive start, and they had multiple Sonic Assaults to back it up. Alright, this draw go, pretty sure this benefits us pretty well here. Our hand was a little on the slow side, so it's good for us. Our opponent went to discard, which is also very good for us. They missed their land drops, and now we get to play Mystic. Play Mystic and go to town. So if they don't have an answer for this, we're just going to start to run away with the game. Yeah, it looks like our opponent kept a bit of a greedy hand. Get to draw some cards.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
I think I'm just going to take the Radical Idea. I kind of expect a concession out of our opponent here if he doesn't play a land. Well, he found an island, so he's not out of it.
choose. Always so exciting.
Alright, so we get to go land, lava coil your guy. Let's attack. You have a Cyclops. I'm just going to play another radical idea here, I guess. Discard a land. Get some more tokens. And this game is basically over.
Decision time.
Now we get to Thizzle, kill your Cyclops. And we get to ultimate Ral next turn. That would be it. Our opponent scoops him up. Alright, so that was a steamroll. Our opponent kept a risky hand, and they missed their land drop, and they got crushed. They kept a little bit of a suspect hand, and our draw was also very powerful. Alright, so we are 6-1. We're going to go... We got a chance here to run the table. MCQ Mage. Alright, bring it on, my friend. We will keep his hand. Our opponent was on the play, I believe. Yeah. We played against a lot of blue decks this league. Alright. So, last time we got kind of run over by this card. I don't know if we want to spew the lava coil on it. We probably do. Because next turn, we're going to want a Radical Idea or Whisper Agent next turn. So it's probably, we're better off, I think, here just playing the lava coil. Alright, that's fine. We're not overly scared of that card. So let's just Radical Idea. We're going to look for an island. Alright, we hit our island. Okay, they found their land. And they have a Cyclops. Okay. So they play Cyclops. I think we're just going to play this Capture Sphere right away here. We just don't want to deal with that. Like I said, depending on what happens here, it just allows us to untap it. If they don't play another creature on the board, we can just untap and play Ral. If they do play a creature like this, we could play something like Muse Drake. Well, that's actually pretty good. So now we could probably go, I think we're going to go Whisper Agent Lava Coil here. So we kill the mage, player island, and if they want to attack, we get to play Whisper Agent. I'm okay with the trade here. Let's see if they let it happen. If they want to play a counterspell, that's okay. So we get a Surveil. think I'm gonna bin the Dazzling Lights. Especially if we get the trade here, the Dazzling Lights aren't great. Okay, trade's good. Alright, so they're just leaving up mana. If they're just leaving up mana like that, I'm not going to run Ral into the open mana. So let's play Muse Drake. We draw a Mystic, okay. Would have been nice to hit a land there, but they just did nothing with their mana that turn. Alright, so we currently have 4 spells in the yard for Ral. Dream Eater is nice. So let's attack first. Take your 1. And I think I'm going to play Leapfrog. Same concept as last turn. Now we can play Radical Idea. Give him... Yeah, this is kind of my worry. It's like I don't want to. They're leaving mana up for. They're obviously leaving mana up for something, which is fine. Like we don't want to run into a counter spell. We don't want to run into a removal spell. So you want to protect your Ral and your Murmuring Mystic as long as you can. All right, so we're gonna Radical Idea. Pitch our Sonic Assault. Go to our attacks. Take your 1. I'm kind of interested in just going Guild Mage Murmuring Mystic here. Yeah, this stuff just resolved real quick, so I'm assuming our opponent doesn't have a counterspell. Oh no, they do. Okay. It was just a stroke. That's fine. So they counter our Mystic, which is fine. We still have Dream Eater and Ral to follow it up. So like that's also a reason to play these spells. Is now you get to free up the mana on the following turn here to play one of your big spells. So this is perfect. They tap their mana, so now we get to just play Ral. Now Ral gets to bury him.
Time to choose.
We'll take our creature, play our land, play our Adept, and we get to attack. And we still have Dream Eater as a leftover in our hand, which is not bad. Crackling Drake is pretty good. It does die to Ral, so we're going to snipe that one off. Okay, we'll attack for 2, and we get to hold up our Dream Eater. We could bounce this Capture Sphere. We'll see what happens. Like, bouncing Capture Sphere I don't think is insane. Because if we do, we get to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can get in for a crack for 9. And it would also require them to replay the Capture Sphere with spending mana on a turn. So Ral also gets to clear away another blocker. So I think that there is a possibility that that does happen. So they just want to blaze our Ral. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let Ral die, and we're gonna take that other line. We're gonna bounce the Capture Sphere.
Remember, pain hurts.
Alright, so no lands. We don't need an Adept. We just don't want any of these cards. These cards just aren't good enough. Play Muse Drake. Draw a card. It's just a land, but we're getting in a big attack here. Okay, so our opponent goes to 6, and we have Sonic Assault to tap something. So they're dead if they play Capture Sphere, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they need to have 2 spells here if they want to have a chance. But I feel like this is going to be pretty tough for them. Especially with having Sonic Assault to clear away a blocker. Yes, Capture Sphere resolves. Direct Current our Frog. Okay. Alright, so this just lets us attack for 3, and we still get to hold on to the Sonic Assault. So they stem the bleeding here a little bit. But they still haven't solved all of their problems. Nope, that will be it. Alright. Super sweet deck, super sweet league. We get to get out of gold. We are currently jumping up to platinum here. Let's check out our prize packs here. Let's see what we're going to get. Dousing Dagger. Well, that land kind of sucks, but oh well. Alright, let's get our packs. Let's open our packs. Let's see what we got cooking in here. We got a nice little profit for that league. We made 200 gems. We made a couple packs back. That was a league where we, I believe that was the league where we drafted the Watery Grave, if I remember correctly, unless I'm remembering my previous league. Let's purchase our pack. Let's open our guilds. How many packs do we have to open here? We have 3 packs, so let's see what we got. Would have been a good draft pack. Narcomoeba's poop. Gruesome Menagerie. There was that green-black Gruesome Menagerie deck that wasn't standard. I don't know if it's any good anymore, but Overgrown Tomb is nice. I will take a Shock Land any day. I think that's my 3rd Overgrown Tomb, so I need 1 more to finish my playset for Constructed. At this point, I'm just currently grinding limiteds, but we'll get the Constructed here at some point. But alright, anyone that's still here, I do want to say thank you very much for watching the video. Please remember to give us a like. Please remember to give us a subscribe. It is free. It is an easy way to support us and make some more content going in the future. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening. See you next draft. Thanks.